here?
If they leave early, then they'd stop stopping us.
Like, do they have to like stay until we leave?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just curious. I mean, like, do we have to like, as long as we're here, do they have to leave?
Oh, you're gonna prove that we're strong.
How do they communicate when they're
I mean, he lives in the middle of
If anyone is interested in defecting, I can say that we have food and we'll let you talk. You can say whatever you want if you just defect.
I mean, he can do the same.
Not really. You guys hungry? Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
We got
to the
food,
gazebo.
get hamburger, get salad.
The meat was USD inspected, right? Is that one of those signs that's accurate, right?
If it was bought at Market Basket.
Sure, it's like it's not from a local farm. Somebody just grounded up randomly. It is in fact USD.
What the hell is going on?
So they can be
Stop Free Keene is
assured
rallying
that it's
against us.
safe.
Is this a joke?
Okay.
This is not a joke, and I have my first hater. She's over there.
Looks like a joke.
I think. Oh yeah, and I think she's gonna take out my. And I think she's gonna take out my past all over the interweb. So my privacy is now gone. But you know what? That's okay.
What's going on, Renee? Long time no see.
Fine.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice stop, Free Keene.
What makes us different than how you are?
I'm wondering how many of you guys regularly would do a sort of protest activity, because people who tend to do protest activity.
I'm gonna walk with you.
But it's almost like we're not even the same language, isn't it?
You look great, Mariah.
Thank you.
But if someone is supposedly like the target of this protest, I would love to know what exactly it is that's being protested. Other than just that an organization I'm associated with needs to be stopped.
Well, there's also a lot of quotes from me on the signs. There's a lot of signs about.
Okay, well what do you guys want to happen to Ian? Should we get arrested again?
I'm gonna keep you.
What'll make you guys happy? Or is happiness not the goal? Happiness is one of my goals. I'd like to think others share that goal.
Hey, excuse me, I'm from the Keene Times. Can you step for a moment? I'm not with the Free Keeners.
So is everybody here an Obama fan? You guys like Obama? Yeah? He's a cool guy, right? Isn't everybody a fan of Obama? He's the president.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Have you guys seen the new coins with Obama's face on them? These are great. They're called Obama coins. I think they're printed by the New England Mint. Would anyone like an Obama coin? I got a bunch of them surplus, so I'm just giving them away. They have the president's face on them. To be honest, I'd say that turning them down is a little bit disrespectful to our president. I mean, come on, the guy's great.
Protest barbecue.
You guys know any fun facts about Obama? I hear he's from Chicago, Illinois. They got good pizza there. It's deep dish pizza. I wish we had deep dish pizza here today, but I'm glad we got tacos. But if we did have deep dish pizza, I would eat that too.
Pizza Hut, deep dish.
Yeah, Pizza Hut does not measure up. So, I mean, I guess the silence is going to continue, but I'm wondering if there's anything that anyone here has seen out of Free Keene that they liked and that they appreciated. Whether it was a chalking, or a message, or an article, or a video. Was there anything where anyone could be positive about and be like, hey, I saw that, and that was really nice, I liked that?
Oh, everything is bad.
Well, I mean, I guess when you ask all the questions, is everything good, is everything bad, and you get nothing, my default is to think it neutral. Like, nobody really cares. They just want to hold signs. Holding signs is a good means to an end. I mean... I guess I'd wonder is like, does Stop Free Keene have a sort of ambassador person? Or is it everybody in the group because it's an anarchist organization? I'm wondering if anybody could speak for the group and some of the things that have been posted in the group. Unless it's the type of things that people are so ashamed of they don't want to be associated with. Because I've seen some content like that, where if I was associated with some of the people saying certain things, I would have to publicly disassociate from those people. I hope these are things that everyone thinks about. I mean, it's easy to not think nowadays. There's a lot of distractions. We've got television and the WWE. I hope everybody doesn't watch television, right? No television, you guys turn that garbage off. I mean, think of how much time when you're watching the television you're just being sold to. It's commercials. You guys like watching commercials? Does anybody? Yeah, I'm glad you guys don't like watching commercials. So do I.
Yeah, they're
So about those Obama coins I was telling you guys about. These ones say change has come to America on the bottom, and it shows an American flag behind Barack Obama's face. These are great. They're accepted just about everywhere. I've never had them turned down. Everybody I know who accepts money accepts Obama coin. And I don't know, do you guys like those old presidents or do you like Obama better? Do you think that, would you rather George Washington be president or would you rather Barack Obama be president? I mean, I don't know if I'd like Washington. I heard he had a bunch of Americans killed in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think it's different.
Yeah, I think it was Pennsylvania.
I know it's still. You gotta know it here.
No, Barack Obama's had people killed too, but at least they were outside of the United States at the time. Even United States citizens, but it wasn't like here. So I guess maybe George Washington was worse than Obama. Yeah, I hope with nobody's watching commercials or television, they're also not watching those corporate news stations like Fox or MSNBC or CNN. Man, they got some garbage on there, don't they? It's like, yeah, power to the people. It's like on those stations when you watch a news story, it's like they never go into depth like they do on on like Al Jazeera or sometimes on RT or Vice. If you watch some alternative news like on the internet, which I encourage people to do, you always get more that goes to the heart of the issues, that go to the larger issues. Whereas, yeah, that corporate news stories, it's always like 2 minutes, it's always a sound bite, it always distorts things. I guess you could kind of say it's like the Inside Edition report they did on Robin Hood. It was full of sound bites. I mean, does anyone think there was a good media story on Robin Hood? What's everyone's favorite story that's been done about the Robin Hooders? I like this one they did in Sweden. It was I had to translate it into English. But that one was like really in depth, and it was based on a bunch of different stories from different corporate news over here. Yeah, power to people!
That lady that said loves Free Keene. You said it right in front of her.
So after AKPF #1, what would everyone's favorite show on Cheshire TV be? I've got a few contending for that #2 spot after AKPF #1. I mean, there's always Doggy Dilemmas. That's a wonderful show. Anyone watch Doggy Dilemmas?
Honestly, I don't know.
Doggy Dilemmas is one of the best shows on Cheshire TV. It's great because they go out of the studio for that show. I always get bored by those shows that are just people sitting around in a studio talking. I mean, it's like I'd rather see footage from out on the street somewhere. And in Doggy Dilemmas, they go to people's houses to film the dogs in the natural environment. So it's a different place each episode. That is good television. There's another show that kind of does that in the studio talking heads thing called Black Sheep Rising. I'm on that occasionally. It's pretty good. Drop my Obama. But that's only on in the mature hours. Now, to the best of my knowledge, Black Sheep Rising is the only mature-themed show on a regular basis on Cheshire TV. You'd think there'd be more people making explicit material here in Keene, and it seems like a pretty explicit place, doesn't it? But it surprises me that people don't. I would love to see more of the Stop Free Keene element, creating media and articles, or whatever it is that they can put together. It'd be great. Maybe you guys can have a central committee meeting later and figure it out. But yeah, Cheshire TV is just there and open and for the taking. It's the people's microphone. I'd love to see more of you guys grabbing that microphone and grabbing those video cameras and spreading the information. Yeah, power to the people!
Did he just hit something?
Do any of you guys need video cameras? Is there anybody that if they had the means, they would be using it for the ends? If they had the tools, they would be, taking over the resources and making things happen? I'd love to see more of that. I mean, if you think about it, we're taking video right now like people are, and later on we can share these ideas and everything that was talked about with anybody. But for like the hours you guys are standing here, since you're not communicating, it's like the only message you ever get out there is your sign and silence. Don't you guys want to express more than just your sign and silence? I mean, there's probably such a diversity of ideas and a diversity of tactics and interests that you guys could have if you weren't acting in such a collective manner. It's very similar to the communists in the 1950s and like the lockstep that United States government propaganda sort of impressed that was the image of different countries and the way they'd have to gather together. I see that same sort of model is being followed by Stop Free Keene, 3 exclamation points. It's sort of making lockstep internal secretive decisions rather than just being open in public about everything that everyone's doing. I mean, I guess the only time to be open in public is when threats are being made against other people. It's inappropriate.